All right. Hello, everybody. If there's anybody here, that is. Put a little butter in the pot. Shows there's a couple people here. What's up, Robin King? How's life treating you? I'll show you this before I open it. $2.93 for 1.22 pounds of beef stew meat. Can't go wrong with that. Little League sign up. My day is going good. Thank you, Anita. This has got to be more entertaining than Little League sign-ups, I think. Oh. Awesome. That's good to hear. Waiting on the butter to melt. Start throwing this stuff in the pan. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm making beef stew. That's what I am making. Beef stew. It's kind of a somewhat cold, gloomy day outside. And I happen to have some stew meat, so I'm going to make some stew. I got to get the meat dredged in a little bit of flour and in the pan before I start cutting up the potatoes, celery. Probably, well, might not do an onion because when I put onions and stuff, the wife's got to pick it out. And, you know, sometimes I make her do that, but sometimes I don't. We'll see. So, been gone for a while. I have a video that's processing right now that will be uploaded this evening. There may even be a, sorry about that, may even be a second video that goes up this evening. Perhaps I wait for the helicopter to fly by. Sorry about that again. Not particularly a fancy knife, it's just a made in Taiwan with German steel. But what I was saying this evening, well, why don't you say hello?
Hello.
Little nobody's actually here this time and not responding from her telephone. Now that knife is not overly fancy, I promise. Matter of fact, it actually came from the Goodwill.
Kitty.
Yeah, YouTube is awful for a lot of things right now, notifications included. But come back later this evening. I have a video that's processing now that'll probably be done processing by 5. Jesus, with the notifications on my phone, that's probably my mother sending me text messages if I had to guess. Robin King says, hello, little
It
nobody.
is.
Imagine that. Thanks, Mom, for showing up in the middle of my video. Yes, please do. But yeah, known by PJ the Fam says, hello, little Miss Nobody.
Oh, hello.
Mine from a buck at the thrift store. Anita says hello as well.
Hi.
German steel made in Brazil is probably higher quality than German steel made in Taiwan, if I had to guess. Dump out my flour. Scooch. Wash my fingers off. You can read the chat there. And, show them your shirt. Tell them the story.
I got a shirt.
Yeah, what's the story behind that shirt?
I gave
Mike Finnegan from Roadkill.
Mike Finnegan from Roadkill a picture, and then he gave me a shirt.
Yeah, but what was special about the picture?
That Doug sent him a tweet a couple years ago.
Well, you colored it.
And I colored it, and he sent a tweet a couple years ago, and he said that he would put it on his wall in his garage.
Yes. Let's see. Hi, glad I didn't miss this. I tried some spicy foods and some various hot sauces. I do like some now. It adds flavor. Yeah, absolutely, hot sauce adds flavor. Problem is that this one's a weenie and won't try most of the hot sauces.
But I tried 357.
You tried like a dab of the Mad Dog 357. Who
A
you
dab?
Tried? Like a teeny, no, not like a whatever that stupid thing is.
A dab?
Oh,
that
Lord.
wasn't a dab. That was a minuscule.
No, you tried like a tiny little bit on the end of a, I don't even remember what it was, to be honest with you.
Now he cuts the potatoes.
Oh, that's the exciting part. It's the play-by-play on cutting potatoes, right, kid?
Yeah.
There's nothing exciting about cutting potatoes. I like to cut my potatoes roughly the same size as the meat. Yeah, no ghost pepper. She ain't now. I guarantee you she would not try ghost peppers.
Oh goodness, no.
And this here, when you put your, when I put my floured meat into the pot with the butter, I'm really just trying to get it to cook the flour a little bit.
Nice skills.
First chance to get to say thank you for my postcard, and she's talking to you, kid. Good afternoon, Melanie. Sherry says, happy late birthday, little nobody.
Thank you. It wasn't that long ago, though.
No, it was 1 week ago today was your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, nice skills.
Yeah.
Is that because girls like bow hunting skills and nunchuck skills? Like Napoleon Dynamite? You want to stir that meat, kid?
Sure.
Stir it around. Make sure you get all that nice crunchy stuff off the bottom. Because that crunchy stuff on the bottom is where all the flavors are going to be. This is more entertaining than War Machine with Brad Pitt. Alright. Happy belated. I cut my spuds the same way. Well, you know, why not? Because, I mean, I want the potatoes to be cooked, but I don't want them to be overcooked. You like what?
Tomatoes.
What does tomatoes have to do with this?
I don't know.
Alright, apparently the kid likes tomatoes.
Well, they are pretty good.
Sorry you're hungry, Robin King. Alright, I'm going to do at this point. The flour is all brown. That's the key. Once the flour is brown, it's cooked. It'll act as a thickening agent later. But I'm sure all you ladies know that. Oh, come on. No cumin.
Trash?
Yes. This part is where it gets kind of fun. You gotta scrape all them crunchy bits off the bottom of the pot.
I tried to do that.
Well, I understand, once you put the water in there, it stops cooking, and then you can scrape all the crunchies.
Those things are a pain in the butt.
Sometimes. Scrape all that stuff off the bottom. What do we got? Yes, those things are a pain in the butt. Potatoes, skin on, into the pot.
Betty has a chef brain.
I guess. I watch a lot of Food Network. Blame Guy Fieri. Anything else exciting going on in there?
No.
No. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Celery.
Piece is trash, please.
Celery.
You want some? Wash your hands around my knife, kid.
Celery.
Yeah.
Better off with peanut butter.
Yeah. Peanut butter is the ranch dressing of the nut world. It makes lots of things better. To the trash.
Ooh, the pot is full.
So I got to add some carrots, but you got to keep in mind it's going to reduce and thicken. How many people we got, kid?
22.
22, and ain't nobody.
Do you
talking.
put onions in it?
I generally do, but I'm not this evening because my lovely wife drove us around for 4 days, and onions don't particularly agree with her stomach, and rather than make her dig the onions out, I'm not putting them in.
I love celery with pimento cheese.
Pimento cheese.
Pimento cheese spread.
Yeah, I make a, if you go all the way back to New Year's Eve, you can see a version of a pimento cheese that I make that I made in a video. It's not really a pimento because it doesn't use mayonnaise. It uses sour cream and cream cheese.
Oh, good. I don't like.
Alright. And of course, the old trusty duty McCormick's roasted garlic and herb.
He uses it on everything.
Should have used a bigger pot, is what I need.
I shall
Usually
be
don't
back.
have this much meat. Alright, kid, thanks for the warning that you'll be back. White pepper. Alright, I'm gonna let that come to a slow boil and simmer. Yeah, I know what the ants on a log is. My mother owned a daycare in the house that I grew up in. Trust me, we made lots of that. Lucky to have a dad that can cook. I do all the cooking in my house. You see a steak. I don't even know what steak. I make my steak on the barbecue. No hands ifs or chicken butts in that equation. No, I mean, to be honest, I don't even know what that is. I'm a pretty simple guy. Pretty simple guy. So again, anyway, this video is probably going to end up being rather short because this doesn't take all that long to make. But look later tonight. Part 1 of our Outer Banks vacation is going to go up. It should be up, I'll say probably no later than 6:30 Eastern time, depending on how long it takes to actually process the video itself. And as soon as this video is done processing, I'm going to start hitting part 2. And it may end up being part 2 and part 3. I have to look at how long the lengths of the videos are. To which Little Nobody and I actually went for a monster truck ride, which was cool. We fed some donkeys, we fed some goats. My wife nearly knocked the front suspension out from underneath of the Jeep, running over a parking pylon, or what do you call that, a parking stone. We rode some ferries, but there's not much ferry footage, because if you want to see ferry footage, go back to my bicycle ride. Day 6, I think it was. Yeah, day 6, and it's exactly the same thing that it was there. There's no reason to make a duplicate video of that. I got some, but not a bunch. I'm not giving the video away, I'm just letting you know. Trust me, there's all kinds of other stuff in there that you're going to see. I mean, we spent four or 5 days on the road that we spent. Yeah, we spent 4 days on the road. Try doing steak in the oven. Nope, you lost me with steak in the oven. And steak doesn't belong in the oven. I marinate my steak with Worcestershire, soy sauce, liquid smoke, and Montreal steak seasoning, and it gets grilled on fire. You see, and if in the oven with onions, tomatoes, and peppers, like if I was cooking that crappy of a piece of meat that it needed all that for flavor on the outside of it, it might be that I need to buy a better piece of meat, because I buy pieces of meat that don't require anything but a slight marinade and a little bit of seasoning. And yep, we made it home safe. There'll be some, the last of the videos that'll be going up. I'm going to be processing them and uploading them as fast as I can. Will be long-term of the frame lapse from the front window of the Jeep. Tried outing a teaspoon. Well, you don't necessarily need to add vinegar to it if you're using something else to tenderize the meat, which the Worcestershire sauce is acidic in itself. Whatever you got to do, just know I'm not going to be baking any steaks. If that's what you like, that's what you like, but I'm not going to be baking any steaks anytime soon. You want to, well, you can tell that story because we didn't get it on tape. You can hold that up and show it to them and tell them the story about what happened.
So, we were at the
Digger's Diner.
Digger's Diner, and we went to the Great Digger's shop, and
we got breakfast.
We got breakfast, which was really good.
And our waitress.
And our waitress was the driver of the Monster Mutt Dalmatian. We figured out after we were done.
We didn't even realize until, I didn't realize until none of us did, until I uploaded a picture of my spider sticker that was still on the wall in there from last year. And it got liked by Candace Jolly, who is the driver of this. And you go and you look at her Instagram page, and she was the one that waited on us in the in the diner.
We went to the store place there, and I got a Monster Mutt because I don't have this one.
Couldn't tell you the first thing about Coke tenderizing meat other than it's got high fructose corn syrup in it, and I wouldn't put that in my body if I didn't have to.
Hello, Scott.
So, alright folks, that's that. I'm going to go check back on my video and end this one here. Look for a bunch of them today and tomorrow. Well, not a bunch. There'll be a few of them over the next couple of days, and then hopefully we'll get back into dumpster videos next week. So.
How long should it simmer?
Oh, how long should it simmer? Did somebody ask that?
No.
Oh, that's gonna simmer for like 3 hours. But anyway.
Oh.
All right. You got any final words, little nobody?